Hello, family. Welcome back to the Ebony Odyssey. My name is Jermaine Long, and I am a servant of the Most High God. I really appreciate you for coming along, and as always, enjoy the journey. Today is the good old saying, weak as water. As weak as water. And my support scripture for this is Ezekiel chapter 7, verse 17, which reads, all hands shall be feeble and all knees shall be weak as water. And my thoughts on this is, if you read Ezekiel, this time is coming where the things are not going to go well for a lot of people. Some will die by the sword, some will die by the famine, and some will die by the pestilence. And it just feels like a lot of people are dying by the sword today. Have the people fighting in Ukraine and in Russia. You have the people fighting in Sudan. You have people dying at malls, shootouts, mass murders. You have all these people dying by the sword. And then you turn around and you look up next, you got the pestilence running rampant, killing people off left and right. You got more heart disease popping up than ever. You got COVID and all the symptoms that are attributed to that. And, next up on the list is famine. Food is seeming like it's getting scarce. It's tasting funny. Things are different. They've been trying to push you for years to eat more organic-based things because guess what? You got the bird flu here. You got mad cow disease. You got all these things that is affecting your beef and your chicken and your goat being over here on this side. And we go right back to this verse where it says, all hands shall be feeble. When your money runs low or when things don't happen as you would like, your hands become feeble because, you lose the strength that you had. You lose the power that you had. Your knees become weak because guess what? It's hard to stand, when you've been accepting so many things that's against God, that's contrary to God. You've been accepting and accepting and accepting. And when it's time to stand up, you can't. You're weak. And now it's the judgment of God that's just coming upon each and every one of us. Because guess what? We all have sinned and fell short. But a lot of us have not turned back to the Lord. And a lot of people are finding themselves out in the cold. And they're looking and they're searching and they're wondering. But God has turned his back on some people because they didn't want to turn back to the Lord. They were so stuck in their ways. They were so, their sin was continually running rampant. They gravitated towards sin. That's Sodom and Gomorrah. They gravitated towards sin. We can go to church and we can go right home and watch whoever is getting killed on the next movie that we're watching. We can leave church and yell and scream at the people that's driving the car right beside us. Lord knows we need to try to do better. But this is where we're at. And I don't know who needs to hear this, but the hands are becoming feeble and the knees are becoming weak. You can see people losing their fortunes through these cryptocurrencies, through these bank collapses, through the loss of jobs. The next big thing is around the corner. Gird yourselves, strengthen yourselves, be wise and stay focused. But family, I appreciate you for coming along. And as always, enjoy the journey.